My name is Muntges. A lot of the work that I do is focused on recreating the world as I experience it. It's not only about capturing what I am experiencing, it's about recreating it for others to experience it the sort of way that I see it and feel it. I think for me to understand the experience of my life, I have to be able to translate it through my hand to understand everything. So a good clean example is that I'm recreating my street right now, my experience in Brooklyn and my very specific, apartment and life and the way that I see things as I leave my own house. In order for me to feel like I'm connected to my neighborhood and the people and the experiences that I'm having, I literally have to stop and draw what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling, because it helps give me something that's like a tangible relationship to the experience of the world. And it makes everything just a little bit more real and a little more exciting and a little bit maybe more loving when you understand that life is about sharing space with so many people and the impact that we all have on that same space and what it means to be there. I'm also hoping that in doing this, that people can stop and slow down and experience the world with the same sort of wonder and awe that I do at the same time. And by taking it into a whole new medium, by drawing and creating these sculptures in these spaces, it really forces you to slow down and think about the objects that are just the mundane everything in a whole new way, and experience and maybe appreciate all of the elements that really build into these complicated tapestries that feel so simple when you're just, walking through it. It's always one little thing, and I'm always imagining how that thing connects to the next thing, and so it becomes this cascading arrangement. So when this project started, I was literally only thinking about the planter that was outside my door, that weird dilapidated but fenced off cut down tree full of trash green space that is the New York sidewalk. And from there, I started to think about the context of oh, it doesn't just exist on its own here. There's this sidewalk and this life that happens around it. And so little by little, I'm just starting to add all these little things back into it, because it just makes it feel more whole. Life is 1000% about balance, no matter what end of it you find yourself on, whether you have more studio time or more time focused on work. The key for me is that I learned pretty early on that anxiety and my anger management, I guess sort of tied together, the amount of annoyance I feel, are very directly connected to me having studio time. So one of the biggest priorities for me every week without fail is making sure that I have time to draw. I really want to continue to push my scale and to be able to do big immersive spaces and really expand how I can take over things and allow people into those spaces to experience exactly what I'm envisioning up here.